Hello, everyone. I'm Chuang. Today, let's draw the tail of Carcharodontosaurus. Although the tail of Carcharodontosaurus looked like a simple cone, there were many complicated structures. As the model shows, there is a groove near the top of its tail. This groove was the boundary line between the upper and lower muscles of the tail. How can we determine the positions of the muscles on its tail? We can know something about them according to the bones. When we draw its tail, the key point is to know the starting point and the ending point of the tail. After knowing those things, we'll know what structures its tail had. It was not a simple cone. Now, let's draw the tail of Carcharodontosaurus. We begin its ilium, which was connected to its thigh, and then followed by the shank. This is the other leg. We need to know that its tail mainly had two large muscles. Above its ilium, there were neural spines of its sacral vertebrae. Both sides of its trunk were close to the neural spines, where there were a set of sturdy, thin and long muscles. We use dotted lines to show the lower part, where the muscles were connected. Above, along the edge of neural spines, there were a set of muscles like this. What tilted downward from the back of its pelvis were the main muscles in the lower part of its tail. Between the two sets of muscles, there was a groove, but there might be some folds and pulled skin. Because its tail often swung, especially the root of its tail, we can draw some vertical wrinkles here. In this position of its thigh, there was another set of muscles. But when it was alive, they were covered by a layer of skin between its thigh and tail. We can draw some folds to show this skin, which was a bit like the wing membrane of pterosaurs. But it was much thicker, as there were muscles inside. When it was alive, its ischium stretched backward to this position. Its bottom was here. Backward, below its tail, there was perhaps a piece of fat. Anyway, it was a piece of extra flesh. We can draw a lot of folds in the lower part of its tail. Generally, there were banded scales at the bottom of the tail of dinosaurs, so we can use these lines to show them. Although there was a large group of muscles on the side, actually it was made up of several sets of muscles. As it made different movements, there might be some dents, forming a rugged surface. We can add some shadows here and below the other leg. We can also slightly show the muscles on its thigh. Good, like this, we've finished drawing the tail of Carcharodontosaurus.